ever wonder what happens when the rules of society are stripped away? What remains of civility when survival is the only instinct? The story of has asked these questions for generations. And now a new adaptation on Netflix brings William Golding's chilling tale to life with a haunting power. Before we dive in, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that captivate us. 72 years after its publication, the BBC, in partnership with Netflix, has delivered an adaptation that feels both faithful and fresh. The story follows a group of British schoolboys stranded on a tropical island after a plane crash. Their initial attempts at order quickly unravel, descending into violent chaos. A premise that has resonated with audiences and influenced pop culture staples like And Pro Lages. This isn't just another retelling created and written by Jack Thorne, the mind behind Netflix's and HBO's. This adaptation prioritizes psychological horror and character drama. And it's a faithful rendition that elevates the source material, offering a must-see experience for both longtime fans and newcomers. The 4-episode miniseries smartly structures its narrative, dedicating each installment to the perspective of one of the 4 central characters: Piggy, Ralph, Jack, and Simon. This approach allows for a deep exploration of Beach Boys' motivations and inner turmoil, charting their journey from hopeful organization to primal instinct. We witness the initial promise of cooperation give way to selfish impulses all through their individual eyes. The young cast delivers exceptional performances, particularly considering this is many of their first on-screen roles. David McKenna embodies Piggy's intelligence and vulnerability with remarkable authenticity. Winston Sawyers brings a gentle charisma to Ralph, while Laux Pratt masterfully portrays Jack's insecurities and descent into cruelty. And Ike Talbot shines as Simon, bringing a quiet wisdom to the character. This adaptation subtly enhances Jack's character, exploring the fears and vulnerabilities that fuel his destructive behavior. Laux Pratt's portrayal is particularly noteworthy, hinting at a Draco Malfoy performance that will undoubtedly captivate audiences in the upcoming series. The haughty demeanor and and the fear of appearing weak translates seamlessly. While Ralph is often seen as the moral compass, this miniseries allows him to shine, highlighting his natural leadership qualities and gentle nature. Sawyer's depiction is a refreshing take on the character, making him more relatable and compelling. Tadic. The changes made to the source material are largely successful, particularly those surrounding Piggy and his relationship with Ralph. These adjustments strengthen the final episode, adding layers of emotional depth and impact. However, the inclusion of flashbacks to the boys' lives before the crash feels unnecessary. While intended to provide context, these scenes disrupt the narrative flow and distract from the central theme of transformation on the island. The focus should remain on who they become after the crash, not who they were before. The cinematography directed by Mark Munden and with cinematography from Mark Wolf is stunning. Lingering close-ups on characters' faces amplify the tension and draw viewers into their emotional states. Uh, uh, the use of color, particularly the surreal red hue that washes over the island in later episodes, adds a layer of visual poetry. The music, composed by Hans Zimmer, Karatov, and Cristobal Tapia de Veer, is equally effective. It shifts from light and playful in the early episodes to eerie and unsettling as the boys descend into savagery, mirroring their psychological unraveling. The score amplifies the fear and desperation, which is enhancing the overall atmosphere. This adaptation isn't just a faithful retelling, it's a stellar miniseries in its own right, and it's a rewarding experience for longtime fans and a powerful introduction for newcomers, reminding us why this cautionary tale has endured for so long. It's a chilling exploration of human nature, stripped bare and left to fend for itself. And it's funny how quickly a group of boys can go from building sandcastles to building bonfires of chaos. Um, it just goes to show you never trust a choir boy with a lighter. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.